Hey everybody, and welcome to Burn After Viewing. Today we're going to talk about The Ultimatum, what it is and why it's great. The Ultimatum is Netflix's new reality show where 6 couples are challenged to see if they can always remember to say experience instead of show. The 6 couples all have one person who wants to marry and one who doesn't, so they're all assembled by Nick Fury Lachey to engage in what is essentially PG swinging, where they'll all mix amongst each other and date and then pick one other sexy swingle from their number to live with and date for a month before going back to their original partner for another month, before eventually deciding whether to marry or move on. Or, just keep dating or take a break or whatever. We can't enforce any of this. Let's meet the cast, who are brought on the show and checked thoroughly for any signs of balding. First up, Colby and Madeline. Oh, mwah. Madeline is probably the breakout character of the show. Madeline hates Colby, she's completely self-absorbed, and she talks like she's the main character of a TV high school drama, which she now kind of is, which is some white woman create your reality magic. At first, I thought she was a debilitating alcoholic, but now just think she's a mild alcoholic with a lazy eye, because if she was drunk as often as she looked drunk, she'd just be dead. Colby is a shitty Cali bro type salesman. He sucks. He wears a cowboy hat and he sucks. He hates himself and has found someone to make him feel as bad as he knows he is, with Madeline constantly berating him or arguing with him. Together, hand in a lovable hand, they're basically the Needlers.
Sir, what would you like to drink?
Can I get a scotch on the rocks?
Yeah.
Like our marriage.
And can I get that with a splash of water and like 60 sleeping pills? Thank you.
Shanique and Randall. Shanique is the best looking person on the show and should make beautiful babies with Randall. Shanique's smart for a reality show and is great at winning arguments, but that gets in her way because constantly winning arguments requires you to be constantly having arguments with your partner and thereby breaks rule 1 of relationships.
Okay, first rule 1. Stop competing.
Randall, after dating this sexy trial lawyer of a woman, has defaulted to only ever speaking in the vaguest of vagaries through the length of the whole show to leave no attack openings for his opponent / love of his life fiance.
Just going through this experience. How you feeling about it, Shanique?
You didn't even say nothing.
Ray and Zay. Ray is smarter than Zay, but Zay's more alpha than her, so they spar a lot. She's literally needling him the moment that we meet them.
I might try to find somebody who's the opposite of you and just kind of see how that goes.
Ray can't tell the difference between wanting to be married generally and wanting to marry this person specifically. Zay is sexy, so she wants him, and she wants to be married, so she thinks she wants to marry him. She doesn't. Ray literally can't tell you one thing she likes about Zay. She just wants that veil so bad, she doesn't even care whose hazy outline is on the other side.
I think... I don't know, can we skip that question and come back to it, or is that the last one?
The man she's so desperate to lock down is Zay, an emotionally volatile, club-promoting fuckboy who's so dumb it makes me feel racist. The two of them literally come to blows during the show, so let that help your guess if they're gonna work out or not. April and Jay. April is out of her mind. April is in a state of arrested development. April is an absolute star whom I love. April is mouth-foamingly desperate to get married and have babies, but is totally kidding about it.
I just want a ring and I want a baby with you now. I make jokes all the time like, I'm gonna be a stay-home mom. I can't wait to be a stay-home mom. If you're ready to get married and have kids, let's do it. I'm not gonna say that. That's so bad, just kidding.
No, you aren't. Jake just views April as a source of comfort to supply physical or emotional needs. Like a lot of young men, he hasn't figured out the difference between caring about somebody and loving them. He's a dislikable character, who I believe is being played by a British actor with a few accent slips.
That's not cheating, because it was a joke. You didn't know the behind the story.
Alexis and Hunter. Alexis is the worst. Alexis is the reason terrorists hate America. She's the reason I hate America. And it's a treat to watch her say sentences she's slowly realizing are sociopathic, just like one detestable sentence after the other escaping from her heavily Botoxed face.
Hunter wasn't making enough money that was reasonable, I would walk away. I think it's the first time I've said that out loud.
She's got a lot of confidence for a woman who looks like a child's drawing of the moon. Couldn't tell you much about Hunter because he's had like one sentence in the whole show, but something is deeply wrong with him if he believes that liking the 3-body problem means that you have to propose to this, which he does in the first episode of the show. The final couple are 2 pieces of bread named Lauren, and I swear to God, I can't remember. I watched this show twice to make this video, and I couldn't tell you this dude's name if it was the only thing that would stop my family from being tossed in a volcano. One reason he is totally forgettable is that he's not on the show for more than like a couple hours before he suddenly proposes to Ms. Potato Bread, impromptu and without a ring, for fear of the raw sexual charisma of Colby being unleashed on his girlfriend. And with that, the show's underway. Here's some highlights. Shanique being perpetually in an argument.
Y'all, I'm telling you, I've been sitting here listening to you.
Because you making faces.
And I'm gonna make faces.
You say that, but earlier this morning you were like, I can't wait to marry you.
Jake doing the literal opposite of things he says moments later.
6 other couples here that we're getting to know, and you may come out actually interested in that person.
I don't think I will. I really don't think I will.
I had all these dates, and there's this one person in particular. Me and her literally have every single box checked off. Like, me and Ray are not running off together. We're not doing that.
2 tickets. Anywhere in the world.
Colby politely rejecting Alexis and her being a huge bitch about it forever after.
I don't think I would see a future with you.
I thought that you were a huge asshole for saying that. You just nexted me as if that was even an option. Think you can do like 100% better than Colby. It's Colby and Nate who I can pick, and no offense, Colby, but like that would have been a disaster. So
Zay, who seems like he'd be good in bed, absolutely is not. Madeline drunkenly pretending she and Randall are gonna bang.
I'm ready to go make out with Randall off camera.
Madeline drunkenly failing to emotionally abuse Randall into banging.
You have only been fucking vulnerable off camera.
And the creme de la creme, April vengeance pretending she's pregnant.
Anyways, I thought you'd be happy about this. It's not in there, I threw it out, but I'm on my period, so.
Why would you say that? That's just messed up.
That's not messed up.
Then the reunion. So that it's clear time has passed, everyone made a huge hair decision. From Shanique's stunning Marilyn Monroe cosplay to Jake's baffling brain surgery stitches look. Colby and Madeline got married, and Madeline got pregnant before coming in, an Elizabeth Holmes style move before showing up in front of an unfriendly audience. And everybody is super hands-off and never brings up any of her crazy behavior the whole show. Respect. The Lachey's get their baby a sippy wine cup to help it on its journey towards inevitable alcoholism. It's revealed that Colby told a woman that he was in an open relationship with Madeline while he was on the show, and everybody attacks him for it. Now, I never want to defend Colby, but he's right, he was in an open relationship. While he was having that conversation, his girlfriend was living with another man that she's trying to bang, and he's doing the same with somebody else. That's what the show is. If you didn't want to take 10 minutes to explain a terrible Netflix reality show, and who would want to do that, you just say, I'm in an open relationship. April's here and says she's totally over Jake, and she's actually laughing, and is now with somebody who's totally perfect for her, and they're totally right for each other, and they're definitely gonna get married, and they're definitely gonna have babies.
Been attached at the hip. I've already moved in. This is someone who wakes up every single day with me and says, I love you, I can't wait to marry you. Go to bed, I love you, good night, can't wait to marry you. Good morning, I miss you, I'm at work, can't wait to marry you.
In short, April reveals she's learned nothing, and not changed at all. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Ray is dating a woman now and is an out and proud bisexual. A heroic transformation, probably made easier by the fact that her last man fucked like this. Randall proposed at the end of the show, but they reveal that they broke up, but are now together again, and Shanique assures us that it'll work out this time, because she does not understand the difference between being able to beat someone and being with someone. And Whole Wheat and Ciabatta reveal that they're... The Ultimatum is worth watching. It's entertaining and insane, but also has some real-world value, I think. The show is basically a gallery of the kind of bad relationships people often end up in, like a who's who of red flags. You know, in the real world, most bad relationships aren't somebody wearing a wife beater and throwing a drink at a wall. It's relationships like these. The toxic partner who cuts you down because they don't like themselves. The partner who thinks of relationships as a competition to be won. The man you think you can change when the change you need's inside you. The one you need to cut free because they won't leave you no matter how much the relationship hurts. The one who's just not that into you. The Absolute Disaster Zone, The Quiet Eyes of a Serial Killer, and Bread. Honestly, as a young person dating nowadays, this show can do you a lot of good in giving you these real-ish life models of what toxic relationships look like. You know, I'm sure that there are people watching The Ultimatum that could see just enough of their own relationship modeled on screen to have it function as a wake-up call of sorts. So I say give it a watch. Also, you have to see how crazy April is. It's not every day you see somebody weaponizing pregnancy on national television. It's an absolute treat. All right, till next time, people.